Hello there everyone, welcome back to Better Than Wolves. We are back in the Factory of Insanity, such as it is. And today, well, as you can see, I've done a little digging. Turns out this is going to be the precise edge of the pit, which is going to look kind of cool. Just a funny little discovery I made while I was prepping here. This location here is going to be the chunk that is our plant farm. We are going to set up shop here. And so, as you can see, I've not done very much digging yet. I got a long ways to go, so we're going to do this one in reverse. Because I probably wind up spending about 2 weeks trying to cut this out, dig this out. And I just don't have the time to do that right now. Certainly don't have the energy or enthusiasm to do that much digging in one sitting either. So, just defining the ceiling of the place. What we are going to do first today is build twin unloaders for our system. So it's going to be the mine carts that are going to deliver seeds and excess materials to the surface and feed into a sorting system that will distribute the items all to their various destinations. Somewhere in a neighboring chunk, probably over here, will be our animal farm. And yeah, this chunk over here will become our slime farm. So we've got our sample one here. We're going to push this one up just a little higher because we want as much room as possible for these farms. So since we know that this is the walking surface for the floor above, we're going to start it right here. And we need a 5x5, so we're going to build the 5x5. The unloading system itself. Is it 5x5? Yeah, 5x5 is how I've set this up. So we're going to set it up as close to this side as possible so that we have some walking space. Because eventually this area over here is going to become a new walking surface. Like the next level down of this crazy thing. So we're going to build it right up against the actual... And actually, let's build it right on Chunk's edge here. Because we don't actually need... Actually, we could just use this wall right here. Let's just do that. Don't technically need it all in one chunk, but I like the... With the issues we've had with mechanical systems especially, it just seems like it might be sensible. So 1, 2, 3, 4. There's our 3x3. And back over here. Alright. So we're going to flush the items out this side, I think. Well, we'll find out in a minute here. So we're going to go 2 deep, and then we'll have the floor. And we'll have the liquid come out right here. So the outfall point will be right... Alright, here we go. Let's just get a torch in up here. Last thing we need is something terrible happening with the torching. Okay, so we want items to wash from corner to corner, so we'll put the outfall right here. We'll put the turntable right here. So this is where we will put our turntable right there. A block on top of that. Nope, one too low. Actually, that should be an axle anyway, so let's just do it that way. Axle on that, block on that, and block dispenser will go on top of that. There they are. We're going to need a whole bunch more of these. So, I want to take a moment here while I build these two things to talk a bit about the future of this series. As you might be aware, this series has been running a fairly significantly long time at this stage. Now, let me caution you first that this is not me saying I'm going to quit the series. Far from it. Far from it. What may happen in the near future, however, will be a hiatus. I am coming up on the time where I feel like I'm going to need some replenishment of creative energy. And it just happens that coming up in the near future will be the release of Fallout 4. a game that I've been looking forward to for quite some time, and have been intending to do an LP series on pretty much since it was announced. So what I'm thinking is this. When it comes out, I'm going to take a short-term hiatus. Not a super long one, but maybe a couple of weeks off from this series. Just to get a little extra time into putting Fallout 4 together. Just, you know, it's just one less thing I'll have to worry about. And that it'll be, I'd say, between a week, let's say no more than a month of replacing this series with Fallout 4. And as soon as that month is over, we'll be right back to where we started from with this series, which I wouldn't have it any other way, because Minecraft, and in particular Better Than Wolves, has been around and on the go for a long, long time, and it would be very remiss of me to give it up that easily. So don't you worry on that front. This is just something I'm pondering. It also could be that I'll come out of this bit of what I would describe as a mild creative slump. And honestly, this has been affecting a lot of my work of late. Life's just been, you know, busy. There's a lot going on in my life right now, some of which I can't tell you guys yet. Don't worry, nothing bad. Just busy. But, you know, it just... you get busy and things just get crazy. That's really all I can say about life right now, is things just get crazy. Just when you think you got it all sorted, something new comes along and throws a wrench into the works. But that's okay. That's okay. As I say, temporary at worst. Possible that I'll if I get myself back rolling, I could even be back to normal in just a couple of weeks of something new. And that's really the thing. You think about my channel for the past, wow, I guess, what is it, 2 years now? I guess it must be. Man, time flies when you're having fun. I've been playing a lot of the same games. I mean, you think my Better Than Wolves, modded Minecraft of its various incarnations, Kerbal Space Program. I've been playing all those for pretty much the entire time this channel has been in existence. And I just feel like the time is coming for me to just do something different for a bit. Heaven forbid, right? You do something different from what you've been doing every day for the entire rest of said period. So in case you're wondering why there's going to be 2 unloaders, you might recall that the sorting tests we did determined that some items do not have a easy separation protocol, like carrots and potatoes, for example. Oh. Let's see if that's anything... Oh, okay, I gotta take this. I'll be right back. Well, that was an interesting call. My good friend Andrew just gave me a call. His house got robbed last night. Well, not his house, but his truck. Apparently, a half-dozen homes in his neighborhood got hit last night. All sorts of stuff stolen. He doesn't live that far from me, so he figured he should call and pass the word on. So I just went around and locked up everything to make sure. I have a really good idea here. This will look awesome. Anyways. Yeah, as I was saying, I think that's the middle. 1, 2, 3. Darn it. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we're going to have to do just a bit more. Okay. Anyhow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, of course it's an even number. Well, okay. It's all that matters is the number of axles, not the number, or the number of gearboxes, not the number of axles. So that should be all that matters. Okay. So, anyways, yeah, I went and locked up the house. Called Kate because she's still at work and she's working in our neighborhood at the library tonight, so she's going to pass the word on to them as well. And property crime, the hardest crime to deal with, because It goes underreported so much. All right. So now we need water. And we need to bring water in here and there. And I believe we can just go straight up through the ceiling here. I think. Am I not underneath? Okay, well, I need to make sure that when I go up higher, we don't make a mess. There we are. That'll keep the water from... Ah! Totally destroying me. Interesting. Are we a little lower down than I thought? I guess we must be. There it is. Okay, seriously, stop it. Alright, stop that for a second. Back on again. There it goes. Whoops. Alright, we'll seal that, reopen that. Whoops. Okay, seriously, go away. Water, go away. There we go. Alright, good enough. Whoops. Of course it is. Wrong corner. Alright, that's most of the important stuff in place now. Alright, let's get some torches up on the wall here. Get a little water catcher in place here. Just as a temporary stopgap while we wait for... while we build everything. Okay, that's unloader 1. Now if we're going to do the same mirror, because mirrors, I love it. I love it when things are mirrored. It always looks so much better. Just a quirk of Minecraft again. Actually, that's the better solution, isn't it? Okay, so we want it to come in right here. Now hold on. Oh, is that, if that's the item collection system, we are out of luck. Let's go have a look. I think that might be... Is that the, yeah, that's the item collection channel for the hemp farm. That's being said, the odds of something going down there are actually slim to none, so I think we can work with this. That will do. Okay. So next we need the rail arrival route. And the rail needs to come in right over here. So the first one will come in right here. And we'll give it one last... That should be going fast enough coming up here. Now, I think it's still going to go across to the, yeah, we'll run... Uh-oh, whoops. That almost would have been a disaster, huh? Almost was. There we go. Should work a little better than that. All clean. Good. Okay. So these are going to go over and join up with the elevator, because, well, oh, actually, the elevator's already full, isn't it? We'll think on that. We might actually need to set up a second elevator. We can even put it on the same, oops. Right. That's, okay, that could have gone a lot worse. Okay. Need to go up in here, and we need to close that, that, and that. There. All clean. I knew there was a reason why I didn't want water running that way through the... Let's crack her open again. Excellent. And then one right there. Perfect. Okay. So probably going to need another elevator. We'll put it over with the same elevator cluster because the two could be put in lockstep with one another. They could literally be operating together. There's no reason why they couldn't. Which would save a lot of redstone and stuff. There's really no reason not to. Sorry if I sound a little distracted. This whole business of the robbery has just got me a little befuddled. Okay. Well, we might as well get this actually hooked up to redstone. Hey! Man, I couldn't have planned that better. Alright, just get out of here. We'll need a box there and a gear there, and okay. Let me out of here. Let me out. Uh-oh. I did not give myself an adequate provision for escaping from that particular location. Alright. So, a little adjustment. There we are. Oop. There we go. Okay, both of them set to 3, and then the third one. There we are. All of them on the same circuit. Now, what we're going to do... Alright, let's just see. Are they rotating in opposite directions? Okay, they both wind up facing in the same direction at the same time. Actually, might be good if we could fix that. Let's just turn it off. Okay. So what we would actually like, just temporarily turn that off, is to have this facing, these facing in the opposite direction or away from each other. And there's good reason... Oh, wait. Yes, no, that'll work just fine. It has everything to do with the way the redstone signals are going to work. Come on, block. There we are. So if we put this here, and we'll put torch on 2 faces here. Now hold on. Okay. So torch signal on occurs when it's facing here. Signal on means block is dispensed. And the question is, which way is it all turning? Really need a lever, don't I? Although I guess that's a reasonable alternative. There we are. Okay, so it's moving... One. Okay, so we go there. Okay, so those are the 2 that we need. Are they on different times? Oh, right. That thing I said about needing to be all on the same signal applies to this as well. Okay, that's easy. Easy fix. Alright, so let's see how far behind we are on that activation. We need 1, 2 additional... I got it. We can still make this work. And it'll even still look with the same symmetry that I want. 1 additional axle, 2 additional axles. Or, I should say, gearboxes. Three, 4, 5. There we are. Fill in the gaps. And nobody will know the difference, right? And we put a turntable on here. 1 and 2 on top of that. And yeah, that makes this whole thing a little hard to access, but that's okay. There we are. Alright, so with the power off, which we can now do in a much more effective way. Well, okay, somewhat effective. Okay, everything's off. I'm hoping to get one of these two things facing. Perfect, okay. Oh, one take off. Okay, it's not getting... Alright, so as soon as that appears and disappears, turn it off now. Perfect, okay. So if we know that it's turning this way, that should be where we need them, if that is accurate. Okay. Now then, let's find out. First of all, is this produce a signal? No, it doesn't. It does have to be up by 1, doesn't it? Well, that's actually okay. That's actually where we want the signal to run. Okay, so my understanding is if I turn this on now, it will place the block. Good, okay. Now we're going to delay it by a little. We don't want these signals arriving immediately because, well, of the same issue we've run into with the other one. So we're going to put a very short extra tick on this. Maybe two bits. Yeah, I think 2 will be enough. All right, now we go 1, 2, 3, and then this one will be off, but with the same rules. 2 tick delay. Okay, so now all I need is a minecart. And also some time to verify. Oh, did not put on. Whoopsie. Yeah, see, we just had a meltdown. Look at that. Didn't take long at all, did it? Look at that. Brilliantly messy. How on earth is this messing up the way it is? Wow. This is why we have defensive mess blocking systems, right? Oh, crap. No wonder it's going completely haywire. Do you see why it's going completely haywire? Because I do. It's got everything to do with, well, them being on different phases. Okay, power down. Alright, you're supposed to be on a 3-phase system. Alright, let's see how badly this is messed up. Very. Okay. Alright, that... The crazy thing is it actually put itself back together after all was said and done here too, didn't it? Other than this one piece in here. Which is kind of hilarious. You stop to think about it. This one completely reassembled itself somehow. Alright, so the activation should be over here. 1. And let's see, it's turning which way? Let's find out. Okay. Okay, let's get these two in their right sequence and see if it behaves the way I'm hoping it will. I think I've managed to get a dual unloader working here, but there's only one way to find out. And that one way I can think of is right here. I'm going to put a minecart in each one. If the minecart comes out properly the other side on each of these, I will consider it a success. Full speed ahead. All right. Number 1 made it out just fine. And then we'll make sure the same thing happens with number 2, and then we will establish our sign-based water protection. If I can get myself up through here. That hole there is actually a little inconvenient. All right, around you go. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, no, it worked. Perfect. Right, of course, because it has to go on the off part of the cycle. Oh, I never cleaned this up. Perfect. Look at that. Okay. So next we need a couple of signs, which I should have some of over here, hopefully. Yeah, there we go. So we need to set up the signs in such a way that the water can never flow out of here, even if we have a total meltdown. The way to do that will be to put one right here and one right here, because that will block the water from flowing out the 2 spots where the block dispenser can actually create chaos. Perfect. Okay. Well, everyone, that was an interesting episode. A little slice of life of my life there, which I did not expect to have to deal with. But life is a weird thing. Anyways, yes, regarding the future of this series, for the moment, don't expect anything to change for the near future. The earliest you'll see a hiatus will be the month of November. As I say, really, I'm just thinking doing something completely different for a few weeks in a semi-dedicated manner would be good. I just need to, you know, refresh, energy refresh. Call it a little bit of an inspiration refresher. And but as I say, don't worry. This series ain't going anywhere. I've got lots more projects I actually want to do. I just need a little time, a little inspiration, a little energy, and we'll move on. Anyways, thanks for watching, everyone, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye for now.